What's going on, everybody? Today's video is all about disassembling the R35 GTR. This thing is in for a full wrap in SVG satin black PPF. So I already actually got most of the disassembly footage. It's all actually a POV, so let me know what you guys think about that. But my goal is kind of do like POV video, and then after each one per piece that I take apart, I'm gonna do a little recap where the bolts are, everything like that. So let me know what you guys think about it. But pretty much we got the whole front end taken apart, the vents, we got the windows out, the door handles, the mirrors, as well as the rear bumper. It's not disassembled all the way, but it is disassembled enough for me to get everything wrapped up underneath there, as well as I did take off the taillights, so I can just pop these things in and I'll be able to wrap perfectly inside of there. So let me know what you guys think of the video, and I'll kind of show throughout the whole disassembly process and everything like that, and we'll also have a wrap video come out after this. Okay, we got the front end pretty much all disassembled on the GTR here. It's really not that hard of a front end to take apart. Starting on the front bumper, you do want to remove the side markers that are right here. They look like this. There is a little metal tab right here. I just take and push this little end piece with a screwdriver, and it just kind of allows it to pop out like that and unclip, and then you just have your little connector light right there. I just unplugged it, did not unscrew it. So once you get that out, you can kind of pull this fender liner back. It just kind of holds into the bumper right there. But you have one 10 mil here, a 10 mil here, and another 10 mil up in here. Just three of them. And that one's a little hard to get to, kind of hard to see, but I just used a little extension in my electric ratchet and I was able to get all these out. I did turn the wheel a little bit, but I did not have to jack it up. So you have 6 bolts, 3 on each side, and then the bumper will kind of unclip. As far as the underside goes, this little fender liner right here is all held in with plastic clips, and then you also have probably about 8 10 mils and 2 12 mils that are underneath, holding in the plastic skid plate up underneath, and that also frees up the bumper. After that, you'll come to the top side, remove off the plastic trim piece that's right here, all plastic clips. You'll have 6 more plastic clips right here, and then that just allows the front bumper to pull off. I kind of started on the edge over here, popped it off, and then the whole thing kind of just slid off. After that, you do have your fog light plugins. If it is a GTR with fog lights, these plug-in actually, the plugins mounted on the back of the headlight, so those come off pretty easily. After that, bumper slips right off. Then you have the headlight. The headlight's all held in with 10 mils. There is 7 of them, I believe. One here, one on the side of the fender, 2 on the top, and there's 2 right here that have a mounting bracket. And then that whole headlight assembly comes out, and then here is the plug-in right there. So front end's really not that bad on the GTR to remove. Now let's move on to the door handles and get the mirrors and handles out. starting off on the door panel, here we have it. Remove this trim piece here, two 10 mils, 10 mil in there, and then you're going to remove this leather kind of armrest. You want to pop it from the front and it'll slide out backwards. Got 10 mil in there, 10 mil underneath this little reflector light, and then after that you are good to pop it off. There is going to be your latch cable as well as a lock cable there, and then a plug-in also. So that's all pretty self-explanatory. Then you're going to move on to the interior here of the door panel. First thing that I did was remove the glass. So that is kind of held on with two, I believe, 14 mils or something like that, but it has this little clippy deal, and that right there just clips around the glass and then holds it in place. And then same thing with this one right here. This one stays on, and then you're just easily able to slide the glass out. These are the bolts right here. I believe they are 14 mil, or yes, no, 13 mil, sorry. They're 13 mil. And then after I remove the glass, there is a bar that kind of comes around across here, and that is what's blocking the, basically just kind of blocking you from getting in right here to the mirror section, which is these 3 bolts. I did remove this little plate deal that goes right here also. Just kind of made it easier to wrap. That's also just a few 10 mil. So this brace that comes across is also attached by 2 nuts onto the window rails. Once you get that off, you're able to get to the 3 10 mils that are back behind here, and then you just unclip everything, mirror and all that, and you're good to go. After that, moving on to the door assembly, door handle assembly. So this is it right here. You'll see it from the back side like this. These are all Torx bits, T27s, I believe. You have 1 here, 2 up at the top, and then I believe that that's it on the back side. I don't remember exactly, but I believe it's just those 3 right there. Then you are going to have 1 that is held in right here on the outside, and then after that, that whole mechanism will slide back, and then you can slide out the little this little trim finish piece right here. It does have a plug-in, so you will have to unplug that for the keyless entry. So it does have 1 plug-in right here that just plugs in right there to the inside of the door panel. So relatively straightforward. I just like to remove as much as I can. Some people don't remove the glass, some people do. I just removed the glass because it was easier for me. I just got them sitting on the couch right here. This is the little kind of support beam that goes across it. That thing you definitely need to remove because it is in the way for the mirror bolts. So then also took off the trim piece here. I just set it in here because I don't want to undo it all from the door. And then I also undid the top rail so I can get the wrap all the way underneath it nice and clean. So that's pretty much how you do that. The side vents are pretty self-explanatory. Literally all they are is double-sided sticky tape and an alignment pin. I don't know if I remember if I recorded this or not. That was a couple days ago. But it's just an alignment pin and double-sided sticky tape that holds those on. Now we'll go on to the rear bumper. I forgot to record a POV video taking out this rear bumper, but I did not disassemble it fully. It's just kind of partly disassembled, so I can get in here with my wrap and everything like that. I don't need it fully off. So starting from the outside here, you're gonna have 1 10 mil that goes in through this hole, and then you just have to pull back the carpeting and a few plastic clips, and then you can kind of move in from the inside. Pretty much you just gotta disassemble all of the carpeting and plastic trim pieces. This one's held in with a few clips right here. And then once you kind of look in here, you'll see 3 8 mil bolts. That's just kind of what the taillight mounts to the body. So you got 1, 2, and 3. Then you're gonna have 2 more bolts, one about right there and right there, and I'll show you those from the outside, and those kind of hold in the bumper. After that, you'll be able to slide the bumper off just like this. So those bolts are right here and right here. They're both 8 mil bolts. You're gonna need a deep weld to get them. This one's a little hard to see. You kind of have to look through it through a hole, but it's pretty easy to get to. Then after that, you're able to kind of pull this bumper back enough to fit your hands back in there. At least I can. There's going to be one 10 mil right there, one 10 mil on the underside of this, and that right there will let you remove out this little side marker. As far as the taillight goes, there is a few more mounting brackets on top. You can see this one right here. That is also held in with a 10 mil. So there's another 10 mil here, and there's going to be one down here and down here. What that's going to do is basically just kind of allow you to push the taillight and move it around. I'm not removing it all the way, just enough that I can get, you know, I got a nice gap right here. I can fit all my wrap back, get it all tucked behind there nicely, and then I'll mount the taillight back on. For wrapping it, no need to remove it fully, unless I really wanted to take off this diffuser, but there's not really need to do that. So that gives me plenty of space to be able to get in here with the film, as well as get in here with the film, and it'll hold nicely and look really good. So that's kind of how I'm leaving the rear bumper. Sorry I did not get a video on that one. If you guys do have any questions on that, comment below, or you can always shoot me a message on Instagram or like that. Be happy to help. So that's kind of gonna conclude the GTR disassembly video. Let me know if you guys like it. I should have recorded a little bit more POV video on it, but if you guys like it, let me know. If not, let me know. Let me know what you guys want to see or anything like that if you want to change it up. Last thing here before I end the video, the antenna, they're pretty straightforward. It'll be the same as almost any other car. You just drop the headliner down a little bit, and should be like a 10 mil or something like that up in there. So yeah, let me know if you guys liked the video. Keep your eye out for some POV wrapping videos. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do those just yet, but I'm going to start posting on YouTube more and more. So yeah, make sure to hit the subscribe button and let me know what you guys think.